I touch and salute the holy feet of Bharata Mata, the most powerful and the most merciful. Today, I am very glad to address the probationary officers of Indian Defence Account Service. And on this day, the dignitaries who are sharing the dais with me, Sriman Amit Kareji, my colleague in Uparashtrapati Bhavan, my Principal Secretary, and Sri Rajesh Kumar Singh Ji, the Defence Secretary, Sri Viswajit Sagai Ji, Controller General of Defence Accounts, Sri Rajakumar Arora, Financial Advisor, Defence Services, my dear officer trainees of the Indian Defence Account Service, भाई बहनों सबको नमस्कार. You all have been selected and you have come through these examinations and you are so successful, and now you are the Indian Defence Account Service of the year 2023 and 2024. My heartiest congratulations to all of you on getting elevated to this position. And we all know that our Defence Accounts Department is one of the oldest government department, and it is in existence for the past 275 years. From that you can easily understand how important this department is. Last Saturday I had attended the Chairperson's Conference of the State Public Service Commission Chairmans. And all India service and central services were possible today. It is because of one man's sincere efforts, that is Sri Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Ji, the Iron Man, the unifier of India, is the father of all our All India services examinations. This year holds special significance as we celebrate his 150th year. So our Defence Accounts section is 275, whereas our Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Ji's 150th birthday. So our department is 125 years older than Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. At this juncture, I would like to commend the contributions of the Union Public Service Commission, which is celebrating its 100th year of establishment next year. It is 99 not out, but still it is doing wonderfully well. The standards of our UPC is one of the best in the world, and it has not gone down, rather it is improving every year. And when our Defence Secretary was telling that from various sections, with various subject knowledge, you all have come here, and that is wonderful, and that is the need of the hour also. It has served as a guardian of merit, integrity and fairness in India's civil service recruitment. That is the great credit to UPSC. Yes, civil servants, we all have an important role to play as we march towards achieving the ambitious vision to transform the nation into a developed country by 2027. Viksit Bharat. You all are aware that this is the Amrit Kal of our Honorable Prime Minister Sriman Narendra Modi Ji. He has given a target. So a ship should know to which direction it should move, which destination it should move. So without a target moving, slowly lethargy will be dominating. When the target is there, then comparison will be there, then you will get enthusiasm to move towards your target. That's why this clarion call has been given by our Sriman Narendra Modi Ji, that Viksit Bharat by 2047. It is very much possible if we all work together as a team, with a team spirit, not a group spirit. Group spirit will serve only few people. Team spirit will always serve the entire nation, entire society, entire our team. So team spirit and group spirit, we should understand what is the difference. Looks like group also a team. A team within the team is not good. A team as a whole is the best. The journey of development has been about reaching the last mile. It is a vision of inclusive growth and development. As young dynamic officers, you have the advantage of having youthful energy to come up with new innovative ideas for this nation building exercise. Though this endeavor requires efforts from various quarters, the role of the civil service is crucial in translating this ambitious goal into a practical reality. Seva Bhav, Kartavya Bodh should be your mantra. And dear officers, your service is important since it plays a pivotal role in the management of financial resources of the Indian Armed Forces and its allied organizations. As it is mentioned by our Defense Secretary again, this is one of the important department where the maximum public money is getting spent. I think this is the highest department?
Yeah, among the central government,
Yes.
yes.
Highest budget allocation is coming for the defense. That means you can easily understand your sense of responsibility. Because it is poor taxpayers' money. Not all the taxpayers are rich. Income taxpayers are rich, yes. But otherwise, what we are getting by way of GST, that everybody pays. Even if a person buys a matchbox, he is paying the tax. So that we must always keep in our mind. The officers of this service, you will look after the pay and allowances of the armed forces, defense civilians, as well as of organizations such as DRDO, Border Roads Organization, etc. These all are very important organizations, and now we are making big inroads in the border roads, and our security is getting strengthened every day. As the accounting and the financial authority of the defense services, you are expected to understand and assimilate the challenges and difficulties faced by the armed forces when they discharge their duties. That also you should keep in mind. You must always keep one thing in mind: where we should be spend, we should spend. We should not try to save money where we have to spend. We should not allow them to spend where it should not be. We cannot be lavish where the money cannot be spent. That is the basis of your accounting theory. Nations and institutions cannot be built in a day. Similarly, achieving the goal of a progressive Atmanirbhar Bharat can be attained only with collective efforts from all quarters. It is not a single individual's contribution. Yes, of course, every single individual contribution is required and it should be recorded. It is essential. But collectively, only it can build it up. Dear officers, trainees, your services ensure the critical requirements are met for the operational readiness of the armed forces. You will encounter high-value proposals in your career. Exercise prudent scrutiny of them, be thorough and be meticulous. As financial advisors, you have to maintain highest standards of integrity. That is very important. The vigilance to maintain fairness, transparency and accountability. It's all your concern for the country, your concern for the society. And this concern can grow ever if a burning patriotism is always in your heart. In the dynamic geopolitical environment with the priority of maintaining the territorial sovereignty of Bharat, we need quick and accurate decision making. Now, world is so fast moving. You know, a small country like Bangladesh, they came with us. They came not with us, they came because of us. But the reciprocation today is so painful. That is the world. We have to tackle it. Through your decisions, strengthen the business ecosystem of the country so that we emerge as an Atmanirbhar Bharat. One thing I always tell my officers, even in Rajya Sabha and Vice President Secretariat, don't spend even 1 rupee if it is not required, but spend with a large heart if it is really required. So we must avoid unnecessary and expenses, but spend lavishly where the expenditure is justified and it is a must. Change in a system requires both time and effort. In this context, I would advise you to keep the chain of continuity going, acknowledging the good work of your predecessors and continue the good practice that they had initiated. And you must always encourage your subordinates, your colleagues. After all, it is only a small drop of the water that makes the ocean. So everybody's small contribution that makes big contribution in nation building. Dear officer trainees, we are living in a dynamic world in terms of technological and scientific advancements. What it was yesterday may become irrelevant altogether. In this scenario, you need to upgrade your skill and set continuously to be the effective agents of change. You should understand the real good changes and you should become an expert by reading, by educating yourself, by improving your skills, by improving your knowledge. The ICAT Karmayogi is an excellent platform for your capacity building anytime, anywhere. Spend a lot of time on this. Whenever the time is available to you, you should spend. To be future ready, you need to embrace newer technologies such as artificial intelligence, natural language processing, machine learning, blockchain, etc. It offers opportunities for improving efficiency, transparency, and citizen service delivery. When I addressed the officials of the CAG on IDAS in November, I had urged them to acquire the upgrade their skill set in the light of the emerging new technologies. What is the technology yesterday? I have no relevance today. So fast the changes are coming up. That's why always the 24 hours is the same. But why we are calling it today, the days are passing so much? Because the changes are coming and the fast changes are taking place that we have to understand. Today technology is a game changer and will serve as a useful tool for you in your line of work that makes your working atmosphere more ease and good. As officer trainees, we are at the beginning of a long and meaningful journey. In public service, knowledge is important, but character is even more important, and it is more important. You will be exposed to competing pressures, complex situations, and difficult decisions. In those moments, what will guide you is not just what you studied in the academy, but your willingness to stand by what is right. But there are ways how to express it to your seniors. You must always be polite, but be firm inside, but all your words should be so polite how this wrong thing cannot be acceptable. That is a psychological approach should be there, so you can easily convince even your seniors. Remember that out of the 140 crore of people in India, you have secured a lifetime opportunity to make a change in the society. How many of you are sitting here? So out of the 140 crore people, very few people got all the opportunities. What we are sitting here, including me, that not every citizen is getting this much big opportunity to serve the nation. So we should realize that responsibility and we should always work with that responsibility in mind. I extend my best wishes to each one of you to have a successful and fruitful career ahead. Be patriotic. That is what is needed. We all are one. Okay, we speak different languages, no doubt. We practice different religions, no doubt. We belong to different caste, which is normally not there in the rest of the world but we are having. But that doesn't mean when the national interest comes, nothing should be in your heart except one single phenomena, that is nation is first, nation is second, nation is above all. With these words, I wish you once again a very fruitful, happy, successful career. Jai Hind, long live Mother Bharat. Thank you.